Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking that it is stupid. One of the biggest criticisms of the modern education system is that students aren't given enough opportunities to explore their own passions and interests. As Prince EA puts it in his Suing of the School System video, the school system is outdated. After all, schools were initially instituted to train people for factory work and actively repressed, rather than cultivated, people's individual interests and talents. How can we expect the same school system, which produces Olympians and Nobel Prize winners, to teach the necessary specialized skills for everyone to succeed? Indeed, school as an ancient institution is killing individuality and creativity, and thus needs drastic reform. But schools are slugs. They're slow to move and slow to change. So surprisingly, change has come from an outside source, the private sector, from innovative companies like Google. The 20% project was born at Google. Yes, the Google. It originally started out as a policy where Google employees could use 20% of their time to work on something, anything besides what they were doing at work. Employees could use this time to launch personal blogs, tinker on home inventions, even learn new skills. The only condition? It had to be a genuine passion and not just some side job. Oh, did I mention they were paid for it? Yes, I know, it seems crazy at first. Why waste that time that could be used for coding, meeting, and studying, and instead give it back to employees? Let's do a little math. If the typical employee works 40 hours a week for 50 weeks a year for $100 an hour, then by giving employees 20% of paid time, Google is actively losing $800 per week per employee, or $40,000 per year per employee. Let's say Google has 100 employees working on these projects. That's $4 million per year. All gone, burnt up in flames. Seems pretty counterintuitive to productivity, doesn't it? At first, I would have agreed with you, but not anymore. Why? What are some of the biggest technologies that we use every day from Google? Gmail, Google Maps, Google AdSense. They're all 20% projects. Now let's look at their profits. 1.5 billion Gmail users, 146 billion earned from AdSense in 2020 alone. In other words, Google has taken its $4 million investment and made more than a 100 times return. The sustained investment in people and workers and subsequent ideas that have emerged, that's what's allowed Google to remain at the top of its field and change the world. Now let's add an even crazier idea. What if we could take the same success that arose out of 20% in industry and apply the same principles to education? Imagine a world where every student had their own crazy pet project and schools encouraged them to be creative and make a difference in the world on their own terms, rather than judge them based on a test score. Imagine if education could create an ecosystem for students to dream, to have the flexibility to create the next groundbreaking product or research the topics that genuinely fascinated them. Imagine if education didn't just give students the necessary foundational knowledge to operate in the real world, but also the opportunity to apply it beyond the classroom. A chance to put problem solving, time management, research, and problem solving skills all into practice. What might our education system look like? What might our students look like? Beyond the economic benefits, this type of project-based learning benefits you guys like none other, encouraging you to achieve on your own terms, helping find out what truly motivates you, actually giving a shit about what goes on in the classroom. Imagine having 20% of your time in school to work on something you are genuinely passionate about. Video editing, woodworking, astronomy, all without the suffocating pressure of exams and tests. A chance for you to finally show off your gifts and share them with the world. Or maybe just a chance to try something new and explore. We've seen students raise thousands of dollars for charity, create international organizations with volunteers from all over the world, break Guinness World Records, all while doing it because they genuinely want to. This is the mindset and power behind the 20% project. And I'm about to tell you, it gets even better. Why? Because not only can the 20% project make you happier, but it can also help in one of the most important areas in modern education: college admissions.